Opened back in 2003, have a look at the link. Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Tonight we polish off Week 10 with a good Monday night matchup between the Washington Commanders and the Philadelphia Eagles. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Ready, set.
They begin the drive with Williams. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. These two teams met in our nation's capital earlier this season, with the Commanders picking up the win at FedEx Field. So they're trying to win here in Philadelphia to capture the season series.
Ready.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll set up a throw. Oh, it's intercepted. Who's trying to get it to Ridley? Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll go again with Gibson. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to.
In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it, and the Commanders are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
It was DJ Jones who was there for the tackle. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
It's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Right, number 7.
Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's a 3rd down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play. See some head shaking on that defensive sideline because so much focus on taking away what he did last week as NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Big gain there for him to start.
I love your observation because you would think they'd be prepared for it after what he did the previous week. But sometimes that skill set actually intimidates a defense, and he used
touchdown, Washington. Allen Lazard with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Commanders use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Parkey with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They go play action now. Jackson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there at 22.
That's how you shake off the interception he threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Touchdown! Well, for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And that wound up traveling at even 58 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, A two-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind it. So give them 5 yards there on a pitch and catch. And then we've got a 3rd and 4.
So you're not here to argue with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. Taken down at the 42.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage and mixed travel. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Pass to the right, and he's got McBride. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. In motion comes the tight end left. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll drop this down to Williams. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Multiple plays combined for their team's first sack of the game.
The pass rush has been a real strength of them. They need to get off the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 28. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and 1st down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
Let's go.
And he fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Desmond Ridder doing it himself from 9 yards out. And the Commanders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Parkey adds the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place. And that's caught inside the 35.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flipped field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Lightning speed there from the safety, Devin McCourty, on the sack. So a nice bounce back there defensively after giving up the big play.
Yeah, you can either get down on yourself or you can get motivated. And that time, they dropped him for a loss. So I would say that they got motivated and made the play.
After the sack on 1st down, Jackson got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now it's Jackson. Got an open man. Finds Gibson. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now it's Jackson. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there's no space available, and incompletion as a result.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, Jackson. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. This from 36 yards out. Carlson able to put this one through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. Taking it about the 1. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Play action. It's Jackson. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Commanders are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Back to throw. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by A.J. And the Eagles are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And a short pickup to about the 25.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying under double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. And that's now a half dozen interceptions for him over the last 2 games. Because, CD, remember, he threw 3 in the last ball game and now 3 more here.
And the way that you present it, partner, I'm not sure what sounds worse, right? Half a dozen over the last 2 games or 3 the last game, 3 this game. Either way, it's way too many. And that's something they'll have to work on, hoping to get through the rest of this game without having to address it again.
Williams going to get it again on second down.
And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last two plays, both losses. He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film section, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be there, and that's what they got on that play.
And he's going to be marked down short of the first down on the 17. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up fourth down. The kick by Parkey is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Jackson on first down.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Straight ahead, Gibson. And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On third down, Jackson.
He's got his man, Fulton.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Tyquan Fulton.
49 yards.
And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this ball game here, the final moments of the third quarter.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And he gets it to go, and we're all even, 17 apiece. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
(17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
The slot man in motion right. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to go up top again. And that's caught inside the
Touchdown, Washington.
Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Parkey with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Kyle Duggar up to make the tackle. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Play action. Now Jackson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept the pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Calvin Ridley, 36 yards.
And the Commanders add on to their fourth quarter lead, and they are on their way to improving to 8-2.
Parkey adds the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Here's Gibson to start the drive.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Jackson.
And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down.
Myles Garrett, his 2nd sack of the night.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Javonte Williams, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Parkey with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the fourth quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Throwing is Jackson.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10.
Pass out left, caught by Woods.
And he's able to get this one out closer to mid. Across the 45.
A gain of 9 brings up Larry and
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush to his right.
This is taken in by McBride.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Continuing to keep their foot on the gas, and it looks like they're just having fun out there. They're loose, they're free, and they're enjoying what the scoreboard looks like.
I'd have to say I agree with you totally. They're having a blast out there all game long. When they throw the football, they're picking up nice chunks of real estate, significant yardage on just about every throw that they make. And there's another one there, and they continue to have that fun that you just talked about.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers you would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They go play action with Jackson. Able to find his man, Woods. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They go play action now. Jackson. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And some room to roam now. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
He's brought down around the 15-yard line.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Commanders, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, it's just their second loss so far to go along with their 7 wins. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts.
You spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat gon' have no time for cold cuts. The game like big bitch came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent. They sold 1 million records, yeah. Used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes.
Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. I done gained the world, I ain't never sell my soul. This is God-given, so I thank him as I go. Hate to sound conceited, but I know. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Run up on me, baby, show you gon' see. Yeah, God power from my head and my feet. Yeah, this colossal. What I say is gospel. I cook this with love, they gon' eat it up and swallow me. I'm from the ghetto, babe. Seen bodies in the street so I could tweet. I can't came from nothing. I turned a mustard seed into a million in the discussion. Had a TED talk with the higher me, show me how to run it up. I need all my cheese. Every day that I wake up, I'm pinching myself. Can't believe that I'm really me. Popping shows in New Zealand, boy, you is not eating, man. We do not play in the same league. I gave my mama some racks and she asked me if I'm selling. I said, mama, please. If I was, do you think I'd let you know? Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. This is God-given, so I thank her as I go. This gon' sound conceited, but I know. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Yeah, got power from my head to my feet. Yeah, run up on me, maybe, so you gon' see. I did not chase, I just attract. What you put in, you get back. I'm screaming Campbell, then still hit the dancing them wherever I'm at. Feel like a champion, mamba mentality. I am the masterpiece, life is the crap. Deep love me and I can't resist it, but I'm only guilty of slipping too fast. Life is by legacy, what lies ahead of me, helping to get peace with this past. Little bitty regular that I pack, 007 before you react. Don't think twice, my only advice for my granddad before he passed. Look to the stars, look at the sky at night. Tell me that heaven ain't black on everything I love. Try not to brag till you bring it up. Tunnel vision, block opinions, and I could give but think of us. Duck, jab, hooks in it through the roof with an uppercut. Tell the truth, shut the devil up. In the booth, I'm untouchable. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Run up on me, baby, so you gon' see. Yeah, got power from my head and my feet.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something about Benz looking cute. That's honest. Her and her friends, big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the. Ain't no way somebody daddy ain't gon' give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. A few more tracks and this time she bought friends. Big baby on her way up and showed the stairs to a man's. Now salute the general. TGLX got plans, yeah. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
They don't know what they in for. If we coming like this on the intro, what they here for? If they want the heat, you know who to send for your info. Buy my money like Venmo. This music don't work out. I know how to get it from my ends low. How you feel though? Cause hey, they can't rock with us. Galaxy ain't no stopping us. They ain't try to steal my style. I'm feeling like I just shopping. Can't trust them cause they numb it. Cause we worried about getting figures. All my ain't father figures. Just know my quick to pop it.
Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
Yeah, tell my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the riches, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boy stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we were not to ride nobody with, we the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy, Yanni had yelling hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we live. Grrr.
Trust, me taking no loss. We be the hardest on the scene. Gemstones from the dust. Big dog with your leash. Cause I love in the streets. Got my heart on the beat. See that blood on my sheet.